Welcome to the Mother-Daughter-ish podcast. It's your mama's favorite podcast.
And the podcast your daughter always wanted.
This is Miss Dawn.
And Angelique.
From the 713. Houston, y'all. Get connected and stay connected weekly as new shows debut on Sunday, Wednesday, and please check out our Saturday Out and About showcases.
Enjoy the show. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell every woman on the planet that you know about our show.
Here's our show for today. Happy May the 1st. Can you believe it that it is almost halfway done through the year? I was just talking to Paiton about that on yesterday saying, oh, wait a minute, we're going to be in the 6th month. That's going to be half of the year gone. So I figured I'd get ahead of the 6th month midpoint of the year to just kind of let you know about some of the conferences, not just for women, but just conferences because, you know, everybody's outside right now. So I thought I'd give you some ideas on how you can get out there and have a great time as well. But I'm going to go through a few of them. I'm going to name them. Some of them will have future dates that's coming up right now. Some of them have just passed in February, March, and April. So those have already passed and gone. And obviously they were kind of a success because I did go to a lot of the websites to see if, you know, people turned up or, you know, what it was. I just spoke to someone yesterday and they went to an event in Las Vegas. And first thing I asked him, I said, well, how was the turnout? And he said, well, there was probably about 50,000 people, but normally it's way more than that. And I thought, I mean, 50,000 is a lot of people in a 4-day span. So, but when you're looking at those conference organizers, that's a big difference. So let me go through some. So you might want to get your pen and paper or pause this conversation right now and maybe write down some things that might be interesting to you. And these are events that are all over the world. I will tell you right now, if you want to find different conferences, just go to your Google and just type in women's conferences and put the city you want to go to it in. I know for me, when I would do different cities and be traveling or whatever, I would always look up what's happening with meetups, what's happening with, is there any kind of women event happening right now? Is there a networking event? So I could get in on it because I'm going to be there anyway. So why not incorporate meeting some really new, great people? So listen, on May the 24th, now these are not going to be in any kind of order as far as like week by week. I'm just going to give you the ones that have the dates. So the White Label World Expo is on the 24th and the small retail event is on the 25th. Both of these events are going to be held in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Convention Center, which is at 3150 Paradise Road. Now listen, the tickets for this event is free. There's going to be over 400 retailers, over 600 speakers, and over 16,000 attendees. I am so excited about going to this this month. So again, that's on the 24th and 25th. The 24th is the White Label Expo, and the 25th is the Smart Retail Tech Expo. So that's going to be pretty exciting this year in Las Vegas. Plus, you know, you can just stay a couple of days. It's Memorial Weekend. Stay a couple of days and have a little fun on the strip. But, you know, whatever you want to do. Women in Travel Summit is going to be coming up this year. I had never heard of this one, but after I looked it up, I was like, wow, it seems very, very exciting. The Women's Travel, it's a 3-day travel conference for women organized by Wonderful. I guess that's the name of the organizers, but that's going to be coming up. And I want you to look up where the one's going to be in your city because I saw several of them, probably like 7, in different cities on different days and times. So look up the Women in Travel Summit that's coming up. If you travel, if you're an agent, if you're an organizer or a consultant, it may be something that's exciting for you. Or if you want to get into travel consulting, that might be something. But I was thinking it would be great to go to meet other travelers. Since I'm a traveler, it'd be great to go and meet people who love to travel because I'm currently looking for travel partners as well. Create and Cultivate is another one that's going to be coming up. It's been going on since early 2000s. That one, it says it's for influencers and bloggers and fashion lovers, Instagrammers, career-minded individuals. That's going to be next year because it just happened in March and April. It was in Austin, Texas in March, and then in Palm Springs, California in April. So please look that one up for 2023 because it almost kind of reminded me of like VidCon, which is coming up in June. So if you've never been to VidCon and you're a creator, a podcaster, a person who does videos or social media influencer, look up VidCon as well. The next one is going to be the CES. It's one that I'm going to tell you right now, I've been wanting to go for over 10 years or maybe more, maybe 15 years. And I wanted to go one year and meet Steve Jobs, and I didn't get a chance to go to that one. And I really, really regret that. I didn't get to meet Steve Jobs and hear one of his speeches in person. But the Consumer Electronics Show, which is lovingly called CES, is going to have its international conference in 2023, which is in January. I'm telling you about 2023 because that's going to be right in the next 6 months or so. So it's going to be January the 5th all the way through Sunday, January the 8th. So it's on a Sunday all the way through. So it's going to be a week-long conference. And I was just told yesterday the reason it's a week long is because you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people. You're talking about you have to go from different buildings because it's gotten so big it can't even fit in one building anymore, that you literally have to go from building to building. It's going to be in at least 4 to 6 different places, just one conference that covers 6 buildings. That's really wild and crazy. It's in Las Vegas. Again, I don't think you'll have time for the Strip once you go and do all this unless you kind of go out at nighttime, which you could do, you know. But I'm excited about putting that to my list for this January. The next one is the National Association of Broadcasters, which is NAB. And that event just happened. That was the one that I was telling you. The guy said, you know, he went and it was really good. It was just a couple weeks ago. It was in also Las Vegas. There's a lot going on in Las Vegas, huh? I found this one and it says it's called the Yellow Conference. It says now this Yellow Conference is aimed at building a community of women looking to find purpose in their work. And I'm just like, wow, that's really awesome. So it's for visionaries and it's for activists and entrepreneurs and CEOs. And I'm just like, okay, this sounds like a really good conference to go to. This particular one, it says the date is to be determined. It's about $215 to attend. At least, I guess when they put the cost on here, that's what it was before. But it already happened for 2022. So you may want to look it up for 2023. I would say now that we're getting to the middle part of the year, start looking up conferences that are going to be happening for 2023, because a lot of them you've already missed, and a lot of people maybe didn't think those conferences were going on because we're just coming out of a situation. But as far as I'm concerned, after Christmas, everything really opened back up. This is another conference I never heard about, and it's called the Alternate Summit, ALT Summit. And it says that it is a, 6-day conference filled with tailored courses, networking, and inspiration for creatives. I mean, that touched my soul because I was like, wow. And it's for female entrepreneurs, by the way, female creatives and Instagrammers and fashion bloggers. Now, it says that the date on this one is to be determined, and it's typically about $1,000 to attend. And I thought to myself, imagine the type of people that you would meet there and other women. I think it's definitely valuable to look into those conferences. So again, I thought that one would be really great. It's called ALT Summit. I like summits, conferences, expos, festivals, any type of gatherings like that. I'll tell you right now, when I first started business back in the 90s, it's exactly what grew my business. First event I ever went to was with the American Business Women Association, and it just changed everything for me and my perspective on networking to grow your business. The next conference is going to be the Sisterhood Women Summit, and the Sisterhood Women Summit is geared specifically toward female entrepreneurs from around the world. So what this is saying is that you may meet someone from just about any continent. It just really depends. Specifically, it's for female entrepreneurs, creatives, community seekers, and it is to be determined. Tickets are typically about $350. That's a typical ticket price between $300 and $700 for a very high quality event. At least that's been my experience. This one sounds like it's very interesting. It's called #WeAllGrow, and it's a Latin network that puts an event on together. It says that We All Grow Summit is a sisterhood focused summit bringing together some of the most influential Latin creators, entrepreneurs, creatives, and more. It's a 3-day conference. I love those 3-day conferences because you have the conference during the daytime. At nighttime, you get to kind of get to know people, go out and eat with them, hang out with them, do something around the city or whatever. But I love those 2 and 3 day events. I also like an event that I can go into and go back. You know what I'm saying? So it just really depends. This one says that it's going to be coming up in Palm Desert, California, September the 29th through October the 1st. That is this year. And that's $440 or so. So think about going to Palm Desert, California. It's beautiful up there. September 29th through October 1st. That one sounds really, really interesting. We All Grow Latina event. And I'm pretty sure it's for pretty much everybody. Because when they say something like it's a Latina event, they're not saying it's only for. Because I just saw something for an event that said it was a women working moms, and it said that they also have men that attend because their allies, of course, are men. So don't get confused with the language on what the name of the conferences are, because it's not maybe what you thought. The next one is called Amazing Places to Visit in the Czech Republic, and it says it's a year-round guide to the Czech Republic. It's a 2-day itinerary, and I guess when you go there, it's kind of like a virtual event where they take you around the Czech Republic virtually. But anyway, that one is May. No, that one happened in March, so you got to wait until 2023 on that one. The next one is going to be in Atlanta. There is the Women's Expo. If you were listening to our show about 2-3 shows ago, we talked a little bit about all the places that the ultimate Women's Expo is, because we went to the Austin one last month, so you heard us talk about that one. And so the next one is definitely going to be in the 21st and 22nd in Atlanta. We will be attending that one. And looking forward to really having a great time at that event. It sounds like it's all
yeah, we got B-Boy on Zoom. Wow, where you at? Make some
noise. There's a 6-day summit that's going to be coming up. And, oh no, we already went through that one. That's the ultimate one. So the next one we'll talk about in June. We'll talk about some events that's coming up. So we'll find something called
B-Boy Chopper.
So the Ladies' Day is Wednesday, July the 13th. If you go to Google and just type in Women's Day, you'll find one in your city.
With the headbands,
on that day of July the 13th,
give it to them, Chop.
Ladies' Day.
Don't hold back.
Brunches and shopping and all kinds of stuff going on for women. Don't forget in November, small
we about B-Boy Kid Kyrian. Y'all's energy. Yeah. Give it to him.
Women's Day out Expo. So those events are going to be happening everywhere. It's all about trade shows, fashion and beauty. You go to fashion and beauty and stuff. Always take you an extra bag where you can carry a lot of stuff, because a lot of samples get given out. I know if you listen back in December when we went to Art Basel and we came back with over $3,000 worth of products from all the makeup companies, let me tell you, I always keep a little extra bag. Like yesterday, me and Paiton went to the market, and at the market I took me an extra bag with my purse and sunglasses inside it, because I was like, I don't know what's going to be happening, but I'm used to going somewhere and they're filling up your bag with different things. So I was prepared and ready and excited at the same time. So there's going to also be a Women's Day out at the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, May 19th, 2022. So that's going to be exciting. And a lot of these events, when I was looking at them, the tickets were free. Like the White Label one I was just telling you earlier, the tickets were free. So I hurried up and ordered tickets, because it's like it just makes sense to be involved and network with other women, you know, especially because we have this broadcast, you know, this YouTube show and podcast. So Women Celebrating Women, that's going to be June the 25th It's going to be right here in my great city of Houston, Texas. It's going to be at the Junior League. I am definitely thinking about going to that one because guess what? I used to go to so many events over at the Junior League. It would be so exciting, and I always met so many great quality people. Coming up in June is also on June the 4th, and I never heard of this one, but I've heard of a movie called Hustle and Flow. But this one is June the 4th. It's called Hustle and Flow Blueprint. And so in my assumption of reading this name, they're basically going to be talking about how you can get your thing going. You know, put a blueprint to your idea and then hustle for it, and that's how you can build your business. It's going to be at the Royal Sonesta Hotel, June the 4th in Houston, Texas. Also June the 4th is Women in Business Expo. That's going to be, there's a lot of competition here. June the 4th also is the Women in Business Expo in Dallas, Texas. So that's going to be happening that same weekend. June the 11th is HER, that's her conference. It's going to be at the Mezzanine Event Space in New York City. So I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot going on. If you are looking to get outside, just go on Google and find some places for you to go, because there's a lot of getting outside that can happen. There's a lot going on in the event space. There's a lot of festivals going on. There's an event on June the 16th called Who's the Boss Women Business Conference. That's going to be in New York City at the Alhambra Ballroom. Women networking brunches are all over the world. There's some, I'm sure, in your city. There's one Sunday, the 26th of June from 6 to 9 o'clock in Brooklyn, New York. There's a lot going on when it comes to conferences. And if you just get real specific and you type in events for women in business or events for women expos, you'll come up with, there's all kind of leadership awards that are coming up. I know I found at least 40. Power Women, in the Bronx. So whatever city you're in, look for those Power Women conferences. Top Women in Media and Ad Tech. That event is going to be coming up June the 6th. That's in New York City. I wish we had that one in Houston because I would love to go to that one. But I'm telling you right now, there's just a lot of greatness that's going on when it comes to all of these events. Get an opportunity to go to Google, type in what events are in your place, see what. If you want to go to Eventbrite, you can also be very specific and you can put in, what events are between this cost and in my area. And I guarantee you will find so many events that will be exciting for you. But just some of the ones that I just named to you, that's not even including all of the music festivals. That's not including all of the sip and strolls I found. That doesn't include even all of the Saturday morning markets that are open. That does not include some of the Women's Day out where new event spaces are being opened up. That does not even include some of the, like for example, we have the Texas the festival here in October. That does not even include some of the hair events that you may want to go to. That doesn't include some of the skin care events you may want to go to. That does not even include some of the health, wellness, and beauty events that you want to go to. This is just giving you a few. But if you really want to get your calendar booked and you want to stay positively busy, I would say go and look up some of the conferences that are in your area. If you don't like to travel or don't want to travel, you want to be right in your community, just look them up. I promise you, I wouldn't lead you wrong. I'm telling you, they're there. I look up this type of stuff every single day just so that I can see what we can get involved in. Well, that's our show for today, and I just wanted to share with you all of the great conferences and events and expos and festivals and all of those things that are going to be coming maybe to your town, my town, and anybody else's town. And so I hope that you get involved with some of them, and thank you for listening to our show today. And as I always say, bye for now. Make sure that you are continuing to subscribe, that you are on our Instagram page where we put our reels and a lot of great photos and inspirational quotes on there every day. And please, whatever you do, make sure you subscribe to our channel here. It really does help us out. And if you are interested in donating to our podcast, it is CashApp. It's going to be $ mdipodcast. We also would love to present any of your products or any of your something that you have that we can showcase on our Friday Showcase show. And then also, last but not least, make sure you tell a friend to subscribe. Bye for now.